All right, Kledi, you're going to take a look at your upper or over water view of your butterfly, and just looking at you starting out the fly. I really like the style of your stroke, like we talked about. You know, you're doing a lot of good things, especially from upper or above the water. Good finish of the stroke. I backed up a little bit. Hands coming out, palm up. Really nice position. Finish the stroke. Thumbs coming around, so you're coming around with very low arms to the water level, which is exactly what we want. Hips are raising up, could raise up just a little higher in the back end of the stroke, and you get a little bit of too much of a splash up front. But other than that, there's good force going forward. Breath is low, so you're right where you need to be in terms of your breath. You know, right here on top of the water, very low to the water. Hands are very low to the water, so you're in a very good position to execute your butterfly over the top of the water. Low out front, hands straight ahead, turning right as you enter the water. So, you know, really nice the way you're trying to execute your fly. As we move forward, you know, right here, this view here, exactly like you want to be. Again, for you, butterfly is just trying to get in enough shape where you can maintain the stroke in a short distance. You have a very nice stroke and are really executing your fly very well. I'd just like to see you get your hips a little higher and push that chest down a little bit more, as I'll talk about in the underwater view, just to get a little more out of your kicks. But coming into the wall, very nice. As you come towards the wall, we really don't want to breathe on the last stroke into the wall. We really want to take that wall on with a last stroke with no breath into the turn. As I'll talk about on the underwater view, if you take a breath like that and then you're diving deep, so you're diving down in terms of going towards the wall, so you're diving downward. I get this pointer to work. Okay. Down towards the bottom, and then you got to come back up again towards the wall. Okay, and that's going to make the turn a little slower as you're moving into the wall. We want to come straight to the wall, so if you don't take that breath, you're going to be on the surface of the water, coming straight into the wall with your hands, and your hips are going to be really high to execute that turn, rather than kind of looping down and then looping back up as you are in this frame here. And then as you come in, hands are towards the surface. That's what we're trying to change. I like that a lot better. They're above the shoulders. We just don't want to dive down into that part. Knees come under the body really well. Head comes back. Can be a little lower, as you saw in that last frame, and I'll back it up to that. You know, head's just a little high. I'd like you down in the water a little bit more, the shoulders down in the water a little more, and that'll get you into that turn. Here at this point in the turn, you want to make sure that the hand's not trailing, okay, that you're up like this. This is the arm into the elbow, and the elbow with the hand just behind the head. So you're holding onto the wall a little long. We don't want it trailing back here. We want it more right behind the head, so it has to happen a little quicker. That's going to tighten that streamline and get you off that wall faster. And I'll talk to you about that at practice, so you can get a little quicker on and tighter as you're pushing off that wall and do that push off. Okay, again, 3 to 4 dolphin kicks, 3.5 as you come up in your breakout. Not bad. As I talk to you today, I'd like to see that a little bit more in your racing, working those kickouts. I think you abandon that a little bit to get up and swim. So would like to get in a better position. Breath out in front of the arms, really nice. Okay, again, reaching out, great length in your stroke, good power. So, you know, not a lot to critique on your over water view. I think you're doing a lot of good things. Your hands are turning the right way, they're low to the water, your breath is low to the water. Just get your hips up a little higher, get a little more power out of the kick, and push that chest down, and we'll talk about that in the underwater view. but I like what I see. Turn's getting better, so we'll just have to work on that a little bit more. Get that hand closer to the head as you're pushing off the wall a little quicker. Other than that, I like what I see, Kledi. You're going to really have a good butterfly this year.